Welcome, everybody. Thank you for having us today. We're thrilled to be here and tell you about our solution. So my name is Carlo Capano. I'm the retired chief of police out of Manchester, New Hampshire, an agency of about 260 officers. And I just retired this past October, just 27 years total in the law enforcement world. So I'm now working for Bodyworn by Utility. And what we are is we're a full solution that's going to provide your agency with cutting edge technology with just not a body camera. It's not a touch the button to turn it on, touch a button to turn it off. As you know, a lot of problems throughout the industry with body cameras falling off, things of that nature. We believe that we've solved those problems with our solution, and that's what I'm going to walk you through here today. Some of the challenges that are out there right now that we're seeing, and I saw them as well prior to installing body cams in my agency. I went with Bodyworn back in 2019, and it's because of what I'm going to go through with you here today and show you exactly why. Depending on officer activation, we can automatically activate your officer's cameras as they're arriving to their calls for service. It takes human error out of that. It takes it out of the equation. It allows those cameras to activate as your officers are arriving on scene. Human error is not an issue. That adds transparency for your agency and for your community. We've solved that problem with our solution. Frequently knocked off, I touched on this for a second, is quite frankly, after being in the police world for 27 years, anything hanging off the exterior of your uniform is going to come off. We've solved that problem by securely mounting our unit inside the officer's uniform, which cannot come out. It is properly fastened, so you're always going to get those videos when you need them. Video availability. Our videos are offloading immediately in the field to the CJIS compliant AWS cloud. So what that means is those videos, as your officers are recording, they're going up to that cloud, and that gives the administration the ability to pull those videos and view them at any given time, and it does not allow for any manipulation of the evidence. It's always secured. It's always going to be there for you. Most importantly, we're policy-based recording. That is the true transparency and accountability that your agency needs and that the community wants. What that does is that allows us to create our solution to match up with your policies. So we can record according to what your policies want for recordings. Some of the innovative things that we're doing with our cutting edge technology is holster activation. We can activate your officers' cameras as soon as they remove their weapon from that holster. And it's not only going to catch that moment that the officer removes the weapon, it's also going to grab 2 minutes of a pre-record time that's going to show you exactly what led up to that incident when the officer was forced to remove their weapon from their holster. No other time is more important than a use of force, let alone deadly force situations that you want those cameras recording. We have officer down alerts. In an emergency situation, if an officer goes prone, dispatch is getting an instantaneous notification along with every officer in the field that is wearing that body camera. It's going to provide the exact location of that officer through the GPS system, and it's going to give you turn-by-turn directions to get you to exactly where that officer is down. We're also offering live stream, where you can actually jump into an officer's camera in real time and see exactly what it is that your officers are going through. Practical case with this is during the riots, we were able to actually live stream what my officers were seeing when we were out there in the field. No docking stations. This is what I was talking about. We're offloading information into that cloud instantaneously. So as those officers are recording, that is getting put up into that CJIS compliant cloud, which means you never lose that evidence and it's always there for you to view. We have CAD integration and activation. Integration is going to tie your case number, the call for service, the time, the date, how the officer cleared the call. Where we're different is we have activation. We can activate your officer's cameras 90 to 95% of the time through your CAD. What that means is we go in and we'll create that run list with you on which calls for service you would like us to activate your officer's cameras, and then we can do that for you. It takes that human error out of the equation, and then we can actually drill down and activate those cameras when they're 500 feet from an address or 100 feet from an address, or when the officer actually calls off and they're getting out of their cruiser. That's what's setting us apart from the others, and that activation piece is what's given us the NAACP's endorsement. Foot pursuit activation. All the officers out there know how quickly a foot chase can happen. Our cameras will activate for you as that officer takes off running. And not only will it take off and activate the camera for you so you know you're going to have that recording, you're going to have that GPS location of your officers so you always know where your officers are at, keeping them safe. Real-time communications. Our solution allows you to talk in real time to your officers in the field. So if they go out to a report of a missing child, an elderly person that walked away, or a robbery from a store, they're able to capture that information and get it out to the officers in the field in real time. How we're doing it? We're doing it by harnessing the technology of a cell phone. So it's an actual computer that we're utilizing, an Android operating system with Wi-Fi and cell capabilities that's going to provide you with high-definition video and audio. What I want to do is just show you a quick video to run you through our entire ecosystem, and it's really going to tie together everything that I'm talking to you about today.
Bodyworn provides a fully integrated officer and vehicle ecosystem for video capture, upload, redaction, and sharing. It leverages intelligent technology to ensure the officer is never asked to do something technology can do for them. We start with the body-worn camera, which is securely mounted in the uniform. As the officer gets into their patrol car, body-worn automatically associates with the Rocket IoT in the trunk. Now, the officer and vehicle cameras, including triggers, are synchronized based on policy. During a traffic stop, a series of triggers automate the Rocket IoT and body-worn to begin recording and offloading video. The digital media evidence automatically offloads and is temporarily stored in the Rocket IoT. When the officer returns to any departmental station, video is quickly offloaded to the cloud through the system's smart waypoint. Individual officers or groups of officers in the field can receive real-time BOLO alerts on their body-worn or in-car video systems. During a foot pursuit, body-worn sensors automatically trigger the device to begin recording. As an officer unholsters their firearm, body-worn will activate recording while sending real-time alerts to dispatch. Additionally, it will capture 2 minutes of pre-event recording to ensure all critical evidence is captured. In a high-priority event, the digital media evidence can offload to the cloud automatically using the cellular network. Because seconds mean lives, intelligence matters. This includes intelligence that allows the system to integrate to the department's computer-aided dispatch system. When a 911 call is placed, an officer is assigned. Body-worn and Rocket IoT vehicle video will automatically activate when the officer arrives on scene, tagging it with all relevant information for that call. Body-worn has an added layer of officer safety protection. In the event that an officer goes prone, the ecosystem automatically senses and sends alerts to officers within proximity and dispatch, enabling them to respond quickly. Dispatch and other assigned parties are able to view a live streaming feed of the officer's body-worn camera. The system's mutual aid capability allows multiple agencies to share BOLO alerts for emergencies and other life safety situations, thereby creating entire networks of smart cities for emergency response through AvailWeb. Meanwhile, AvailWeb allows departments to view and manage all digital media evidence. With rich interactive media playback, reporting capabilities to support day-to-day operations, and case management for operational efficiency. In order to respond promptly to video release requests, we've built in smart redaction to quickly automate the redaction process. In a few short moments, digital evidence cases can be shared to the district attorney and local news outlets. A dedicated lawyers portal allows the DA to access media from all agencies within their district. A temporary link can be provided to a news station for limited access. Body-worn, promoting officer safety while building trust between law enforcement and the community.
So that was AvailWeb. That's our back end. The technology, and this is cutting edge, as we were saying, super user-friendly. I use this system for a year, and it's just outstanding. The Rocket, that's what's in the trunk of the vehicle. That's the brains behind this. This is also a computer that's going to be able to pull all that information and keep your officer connected to their body camera. Some of the things that we do, and only we do: policy-based recording, immediate video review from the device, real-time communications. We connect the officer and keep them connected. Computer-based platform. We get 14 to 16 hours of continuous record time from our devices. Capture still images as well. We're a cloud-based redaction system, and it's all under the SaaS business model, so you're fully covered for the time frame that you're with us. Our motto with our company is never ask an officer to do something that technology can do for them, and I really think we've done a great job at doing that. Like I said, Bodyworn, I wore this system for a year. Outstanding. which is why I came and work with this company. The technology is absolutely cutting edge. And I just want to thank you for your time.